Any product that features the Made for Meta badge means that it's been specifically authorised by Meta. So the last product that we're going to be looking at in this lineup is the G4 Pro grips from Kiwi Design for the Meta Quest, specifically in my case the Meta Quest 3. To have a look at the unboxing, they come with two really nice rubbery textured grip covers, and also this little box. Now when I first did this review, which is why this whole setup's different, because I did them during Christmas, I'd forgotten all about this. I'd not seen these in the box, and when I came to fit the covers onto the controllers, as I'll show you, I didn't even have these. But these are the replacement battery covers. So they come with just the removable covers as normal, but they've got these little plastic tab things attached that when the battery's in there, you can pull these to pop the batteries out. We'll look at that. And they also come with two replacement plastic pieces in case these break. So if we look at how these fit onto the controllers, so these are our controllers, and on the Quest 3 controllers there's a little triangle cut out there. If you press that, it pops off the battery cover, and it actually says in the instructions that ship with these to remove the battery as well. Now when I first fit these, first time I fit these, because I'd not seen these, they didn't fit in here properly. There was no, this was just loose, which I'll show you in a minute. So when you've got the battery cover taken off, this actual cord will slip out. So if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. I would advise removing this to get it to fit it into this cover. If you put that in there, you've got to feed it through that tiny little hole in the bottom, which can be a little bit fiddly. So the easiest way to do that is to feed this in from the bottom. And then reattach it. It'll only go on one way. Reattach it back into the controller, and then that pushes down into the controller sleeve, and that's basically how it fits together. There's a Velcro strap on the back so that once you've got hold of it, you can adjust that, and you don't even need to hold the grip controller. So for people who use the controllers for things like fitness apps, where you're moving your hand around a lot, these can be a bit of a lifesaver. And you can also use the cord on there as well if you wish. So because I'd not fit the battery case or the battery cover originally, which as you can see here, it just flaps around, which I did think was slightly strange. It wasn't until I looked further into it and I realised that I'd not even put this piece on. But what you need to do with this is fit this before you put it into the sleeve. So to fit this into here with all these connected, you can see there how when you remove the battery cover, this can just detach itself. So I'll fit that back in there, connect that on, flap this over, and then pop the battery back in there, slide the whole thing in, and now because we've got this battery case or this cover on there, because there's this hole, this will now clip into place. If I get that tidied away, you might just need to tuck that inside. You can see there that you can, it's a lot better fit, is that, and it doesn't pop open. Once you've got it in your hand anyway, your hand will keep that closed, but it just means that when you need to take the battery out, by pulling that tab on the inside, it'll just pop straight off, like so. Put that back in there, flap this over. It's a little bit fiddly, but you get the general idea. And then that's attached. So we'll just do the same on the opposite side. Pop the old cover off and pop that back in the box for safekeeping. And then take this off, feed it up through the bottom of the grip, slot that back into the bottom of the controller, put the new battery cover on, pop the battery in, tuck that around the back, that slots straight in, and then that will click into place. They do add a slight bit of bulk, but the fact that they're really nice in the hand. I don't know why MetaQuest don't do a black option, because these, on my old Quest 2, these did tend to get quite grubby, like I say, especially if you're playing games like your fitness games where your hands get sweaty. If you've got any dirt on your hands, it just transfers straight onto these, and they are wiped clean. It's not a massive problem, but these are just a really nice feel, and the fact you can strap them to your hands as well, that's a good bonus for not needing to hold them constantly. They do a longer version. This is just a standard size grip. They do an elongated grip for people with bigger hands, where this bit's just longer. I don't know what they'll be in the bottom. Presumably it'll just be a piece of harder plastic that they build this up with, but yeah, highly recommended. They're not that expensive really, and they just had a good little modification to your Quest controllers. So that was a quick look at the G4 Pro grip controllers by Kiwi Design. Thank you very much for watching the reviews. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for all these products, give us a comment below if there's anything that you'd like to add. I'll catch you all on the next one.